Hi everyone, welcome back to another session of our management system, um, building it in Django. So, as earlier mentioned in the previous video, I said we're going to now be doing the create. So, we'll create a form for this, and in order for us to do that, so we can go back to our VS Code and create the HTML form. So in the template, I'll just right click and just create forms. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm just trying to do something neat. I don't want to have all of my files. Maybe I'll say course form like that. It's just weird. And so what I can then do is just to copy everything here and paste it here. So I know that it's just no, not move, just copy. I made a mistake, I'll say copy and paste. And so these will do it. So it if we are now referring to our forms, while the name is actually the same thing, you can see they are in different folder. And can just delete this. I'll say course form. Result form, just so that you can see the difference. And I'll say student form. Now for me to display it, I have to go to my individual application views and create a logic for it. So create a function called create form, or they say request, and we'll just return render. Again, I'll just copy this and even this context so that we'll just have them down. I don't have anything here, so I'll just leave this as is empty. Now for my student, it will now be forms slash student. So I can say create student form, something like this. I can say save it, go back to my URLs and create a URL for it as well. Here, just say create as the name. So it will be create student form. Then I'll just say create. I'll say go to student. I'll say student form or underscore form slash. What that means is if I go to student slash student underscore form, it should be able to display my forms now. You can see student form. So we can create in the student like a button or a link as well and see create form, and it goes there. Yeah, so the goal is actually to make it dynamic and interactive as well. I keep forgetting the interactive part. So for that's for the student. For the um, results, we'll go to our result application, go to the views. We have view result, view course. Now we're going to create a create result form, and I'm not going to display anything here. This is not what I want. And yeah, this I don't need this. For this, I'll just change here to forms and I'm good. go to my URL to, so if I say create, just wait it, I'll just say create result as the name, and the view will be create result form, and I'll just say we go to result slash result, or let's just say create result slash give me that part, display that particular page. So I'll just go to result and I'll paste this. You can, oh, so I made a mistake somewhere. What mistake did I get in the views? Did I save this? Oh, so in my result, it's just result form, save, go back to my views. Just want to make sure. Okay, save, go to my URLs to create results from create results. So it's supposed to show me result form. Yeah, so result form, good. For the courses too, I'll do the same thing. So I'll just, from the URLs, I'll just say create course, and say create course form, even though it doesn't exist. Again, I'm just working backwards, and I would say create course. If I save it, it's going to break. I don't want to do that. I'll just go to my views and create the function that will do that. So create course form, then the context will be forms, then course. Save it. Now go to my URLs, and I can now save this. Yes. Anytime, like I said, anytime your server, your development server is set reload, always refresh. Go to my courses, and if I say okay, so it's telling me, yikes, showing me error somewhere. There is it. Create course. Oh, let me copy this guy. Oh, so sorry. It is I put, I'm just a result create. Yeah. So why is it showing me this? Let me go to my HTML and see. Oh, I didn't save it. So you can see our custom. Now we are going to create our forms, and in order for us to create forms, Django has like a form.py file. So it's not in our application, but we have to create it. So in my result, I'll just right click, new file, forms. So this is where you create all your forms, forms.py. Save it. What is going to take? You're going to import from Django, import forms, and what are you trying, what are you trying to display? So what we're trying to display is in our models. From .models import, let me just use result.model, import I think result, import result and course, right? And so we're going to create a class called create result form, and this is going to take argument forms.model form. So it's going to take a class and call meta. So like the metadata. The model we are looking at is result. What else? So you can add fields. What fields do you want to display in your forms? So the same thing with the fields. Actually, I'm going to display all, so I'll just say underscore underscore all underscore save. I'll do the same thing for the course as well. I'll say create course form. Course form. My model will be my course as my reference model, and again, I want all the fields in my course. So it's the same thing as saying I go to my admin.py, same thing as actually copying this stuff and pasting it here. So it's just it's gonna work either way. Control C. It's just the same thing. So Control V. Just for form controls, if you don't want certain fields to actually show. So the next thing we're going to do is to also introduce these our forms in our views, views.py for our application, our result application. So now I'm going to say from dot forms or from result dot forms import the create result form and create. These are the two objects I actually want to use. I'll save. I don't think there's any error. In my create result form, I'll just say maybe create as a variable. I'll now say create result form, and yeah, I just call it as an object, right? And so now I want to so what I want to do is there are three types of, is it 3 or 4 types of requests? HTTP requests. Anytime you want to make a request. So it's either you are creating, you are reading, you are updating, and yeah, delete. So for the request, there's the get request, which is for reading, create, which is for post, update, which is for updating, and delete, which is for deleting. So if I remember correctly, there's get, post, put. So now I'm going to write an if statement. I say if the request this person is trying to do dot method is equal to a post request. So it's equal to a post request. And if create dot my create instance dot is valid. So if this my form is valid, what do I want to do? I want to save. I will now say create dot save. Now, when I'm done saving, I will now say return. Where do I want to return to? Maybe I'm going to return to I'll return and I maybe redirect, but again, let me include this create in my create, or let's say create I'll just do this. Let's say create result. This will be my key value pair. Now, yep, save. What else do I want to do? Now, so if I go to my results dot slash create ink result, I'm lucky. I've not displayed my what I want to display on my form. And so I can go there and say, first of all, you use the form tag, the HTML form tag, the post request. So the method has to be post, like what you did in your view. So if request.method is equal to post, so let's make sure that this method is post. If it's a get, if you want to read, you do a get. But mostly we do posts, put, that's update, then delete, if I remember correctly. And so the next thing you're going to do is to add what they call a CRF token. And so this is for authentication purpose, to make sure that whatever it is you are entering is authentic. And so this helps this cross-site what's the name of this CRF? I think it's cross-site ref. Let me just check. CRF token, what it means. Yeah, so cross-site request forgery, so that nobody maybe forges the information you want to put in. So it uses what they call a token, like hashing. It hash that in particular information while you are sending it across the internet, so that nobody should you know, enter an information that doesn't exist, and maybe they will have access to other informations. And this is really important when you're actually trying to log in into your if you're actually trying to log in into your an account or something. So the next thing we are going to actually call out is our key value pair. So our key, which is create result. So I'm going to just say create result and save. Now I'm supposed to add a button, but I just want you guys to see what this looks like. So you can see everything is now looking somewhat right. Now, what we want to do is also to add a submit. Like, we want it to be really interactive, so we can submit or we can save, just like we did here. We are basically mimicking what is obtainable here. So if I do add, when I'm done adding my information, I'll just say save. So that's the same thing we want to do here, because not everybody will have access to this space. Only admin that will have access to this space. Aside the database, it also contains username. You can also do grouping, and it's a lot of intricacies for somebody to enter information here that is not the admin or the creator of this particular application. So, and again, people would also want to interact with the application by entering something. So yeah, so I would create a submit button, and I'll just see button or submit, rather submit. Forgotten this stuff. Yeah, button. I want a submit button. Oh, this is a built-in library in VS Code, and it just helps me generate stuff without me having to type. You can either name it save or save, refresh, and you can see the save. And this doesn't look looks weird, man. What I can then do is to say underscore as I think it's dot as underscore p. Oh, so that's giving it space and made it look more friendly. Now in our views.py, I would want to show you then. Now views.py, right? We haven't told it what to do when you save a form. When you save a form, usually it will just redirect you somewhere. So we haven't told it. I'm going to enter some information and let's see what's gonna happen. So 30. Now remember, let me just copy this guy. Remember in our result, we only have Emily. Now, let me see. So Jean Grey, postcode agri. Let's say this person called 10. Hopefully this person scored 5. And let's just say this person called 50 over 60. So this will be 65, right? And save. Now when I click save, it's not going to go anywhere. It's still going to remain here. The reason is because we've not told it what. But if I go to my result, oh, that's weird. What am I doing that? That's really weird and it's not displaying. I must be doing something wrong. Let me just check and see what the issue is. This underscore value. Save. Let me see. Just hold on. So one funny thing, right? As I was supposed to put an argument here and I forgot, so I'm supposed to type request.post. If it's a post request I want to do, so request.post and this I'm going to save and my server is going to restart. I'll go back to my create result page. So I think I filled in something. Click on save. So the reason why it's not going anywhere, but if I go to my results, you can see it. Oh, I've even added it. So the reason why it's not going anywhere is because in my after create, what do you do? So you have to really tell it what you want it to do. What I want to do is to redirect it somewhere. So I'm going to add from the library the redirect function, and after you create, say return redirect. Now in this particular place, you can now tell it where you want to redirect. So I want to redirect it to result. Now you can then use this URL's name to do a redirect. So it will be app name and the name of the path in this your views. So it's really important that, which is why the name your path is really important. Okay, let me go back to, it's really important. So I can just say result. I want it to go to my result path. Save. So the next time I come back here and refresh, oh, why does it keep, let me do this. Oh no, Control Z. I'll say create results. Okay, so this is really interesting now. I think I did not, so you can see that this as P, when I added this my forms, there's my form, my result from this as P, it's why is displaying it in this format. Oh, it's okay. Let me do as P, Control Z. So it's just telling me, these are just prompts telling me that this particular field is required. So you need to fill something. You can make it null if you so want. So I want that. I think let's say 18, 15. Or let's just say 32. So 18, 15 is 50 to 65. And save. So once I save it, redirects me to my result page. And you can see. Now I'm going to, so, but I don't have like a button I'll click to create. So I can just come here and just put the link create, or yeah, just come here. So that the create button will just be for the result alone, while that the course, it's a design thing. So in the next video, we actually be doing for create course and create student. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.